Hey, Steve here. So, 3 o'clock in the morning, hanging out in the man cave, listening to some raw ass death metal and some black metal this morning. Trying to stay up, stay on schedule. Go back to work tomorrow night, or actually tonight. So, thought I'd talk about some of my favorite recordings, those raw mixes and different sounds like that I really dig. Black metal and death metal. I'll start with what I'm listening to right now, which is Benediction, Transcend the Rubicon. Freaking badass album. This is a Nuclear Blast reissue 2010 digipack. Got it the day it come out. Got it the day this one came out. I listened to this back in the early 90s, but finally got a copy of it, and these are hard to come by. Like, this stuff is hard to come by, but I fucking love the sound of this. That's just fucking sick ass shit. Anyway, so, first one, Benediction, Transcend the Rubicon. Moving on. Here we got Incantation's Tribute to the Goat, which is a pseudo live studio recording. It's got 2 sessions on it, 1990 with Will Romner on vocals, and the 97 lineup, which has Mike Sayers, guitars and bass, and Craig Pellard on vocals. Some killer album. Freaking so happy to have this. Show you this. Probably wondering what edition I got. I got 600 out of 666, or 666. No, 666. So, I guess I got the last one of the black edition, black vinyl edition. The card. And vinyl itself is nice black. Got that goat, the ibex. And side has this gold. Bunch of killer tracks on this album. Pure raw badassness. Don't know why they took 20 years to release this. They had it recorded forever. Got me a copy. Got lucky when I got this. Happened to walk into a no, not this one. No, my wife found this one for me online. Got it for me. So stoked. Oh yeah. Incantation, Tribute to the Goat. Next one would be one of my favorite Finnish death metal bands and albums of all time, which is Funebre, Children of the Scorn. It's a killer album. That production on this is a little different. The guitar tone kind of sounds like that Destruction guitar tone. Anyway, here we go. Inlay, badass, and badass. It's on black vinyl. Really killer white label. And man, you can't go wrong with this album. Funebre with Children of the Scorn. Badass shit. I don't know if I'm gonna take the rest of these out. These it takes a little bit of time putting them back in there, so we all know what black vinyl looks like, so I won't show those unless it's got something cool that the vinyl I need to show you. So badass stuff. Next one, man, I love this EP. Both EPs actually. This is Morgoth with Resurrection Absurd and The Eternal Fall. Really dig how they merged those two EP album covers together. This is a Creation Records reissue. It's on black vinyl, and oh yeah, I guess I will show that. So the Resurrection Absurd side has that album cover, and the Eternal Fall has, what's that? Pretty sick. I absolutely love this album. Morgoth is one of those bands that I think they would have done better stuff. They stuck to the sound of this and Cursed, but it is what it is. Still classics. I got Jack with that. Another one, of course, Carcass, Symphonies of Sickness. Killer. It's the production on this. Took me a while to get into it, but once I did, it was game over. This album's an absolute classic. Inlay on this one, got the alternate album cover. I guess this is their censored version. And Maze of Torment. He brought this up, so that's what's on the other side. Apparently this is JFK Severed Head, I believe. Anyway, Carcass, Symphonies of Sickness, absolutely gold. Man, I hate putting this shit back up later. I will though. Another one. Carcass, not Carcass, Carnage, Dark Recollections. Badass Swedish death metal. I love the sound of this album. It's so freaking pure evilness. Who's in the band? And it's just on black vinyl. Pure classic. Pure cult classic. So happy to have this. I don't know how I got a copy of this. How I ended up with this copy. I think it was one of those, I bought a bunch of records and this happened to be in it. And badass album cover. Carnage, Dark Recollections. Second one, Sinister, Across the Sticks. Start off slow on this, now I'm starting to pick up the speed. This is an absolute gem. One of these guys from the Netherlands. My second favorite death metal album of all time is their second release, which is the Diabolical 70. But this is, the production on this is different, and it just fits it perfectly. What we got is the variant on this. I'm not going to show variant. Yeah, I am. Get it out there. Pretty cool variant. But kind of a puke green splatter. Pretty stellar. Definitely, if you ever have a chance and you don't know what that's bound, then check this album out. It's a freaking classic. Yep, Sinister, Across the Sticks. I think I'm gonna go to a couple of CDs that I absolutely love the raw production on. Asphyx, The Rack. What can I say? This is some doomy ass shit, and man, it's badass. Another band from the Netherlands is absolutely gold. Asphyx. Raw production on this album. Immortal's Pure Holocaust. It's fucking stellar. This album brings me back to one of my buddies was a real big Immortal fan. It took me a while to get into black metal, but every time I hear this album, I think of me and this dude going fishing and shit, catfishing, listening to Immortal. Good old days. Another one, Darkthrone, of course, Transylvanian Hunger. What can I say? True Norwegian black metal. This album just absolute killer. Don't need to talk about it more, just wanted to show it. Love this album. Now, last but not least, on the CDs, the production on this is just cold status. Yeah, no glare. Celtic Frost, Morbid Tales, of course. Digiback. Some badass outfits. So back to the vinyl. Production on this is freaking phenomenal. Yeah, Revenant. Prophecies of Dying World. I think this band's from New Jersey. I've always wondered if this is John McAtee's old band he talked about, Revenant. I don't know if it is or not, but this is an absolute classic. H.P. Lovecrafting lyrics on red vinyl. Well, one's on red, double D LP. The other one's orange. Revenant, killer shit. I love this album. I think I'm gonna listen to this album tonight. Next on this one is Xenomorph. Showed this before. I think I've showed all these before, but this is a badass raw band from Nebraska, I think it is. The drumming on this is insane, and of course you can tell that's the movie Aliens, Xenomorph. This is aggressive, thrashy death. Definitely check it out if you ever have a chance. This is a Blood Harvest reissue. It's fucking killer shit. That's all I have to have this in my collection. Moving on to another freaking cult classic, Emperor. Anthems to the Welcome at Dusk. The production on this is so raw, so evil. Absolutely love this album. It's hard to see it, but we all know what it looks like. There we go. That's pretty good. Killer album. And close to the end of my list. I'm trying to keep this short, but don't look like I'm going to. We got two more to show. Suffocation, Human Waste. It's an EP, and it's pretty much badass. Pretty much all these songs are on Apogee of Forgotten. This kind of sounds like a demo version of them, and they absolutely slay. Badass shit. And last one I'm going to show tonight, or this morning, band from Mexico, Cenotaph. The gloomy reflections of our hidden sorrows. It's so raw, almost black in death. Kind of Incantation Sounds kind of like Incantation. Evil shit. This is a reissue by Horus, and they included the Rise of Excruciation demo, and I can't believe I'm trying to pronounce these words this early in the morning. But another demo on their Funebre Apparitions EP. That shit. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed my favorite raw death and black metal mixes. It's badass shit. Anyway, y'all have a good day.